Mic test. Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Taken SMP. Months ago, I found a slime chunk down here, or so I thought. But it's also connected to some other chunks that happen to have Of course they happen to have spines. What do you think those sharp things are? No. Actually, slimes have spawned in the chunks nearby it for some reason. I want to see which chunks in my area actually spawn slimes. So, I'm going to be doing a little digging, but in order to do that, I first need to clear a little water. So, I'm going to be doing just that. Haven't seen your... Been doing alright, Fallen. How about you? A lot of kelp and seagrass here. This is going to make for an interesting time clearing out all the water. That's good to see there, Fall. Oh boy. Thankfully, I got sponges for a job like this back at base, and if not my flying base, then definitely the one in the snow biome. So hopefully this task should not be too difficult. I don't want to go through any more chunks than I have to, so I'm going to do a little show chunks over here. This is the chunk I've recently seen slime spawn in, so I'll have to check this one out. And of course I did all the kelp in the next few chunks. The poor fish and the poor squids are not going to be welcome in this part of the ocean. But such is necessary for world conquest. We need that slime. In addition to being an obstacle to me clearing the water out of here, I believe the kelp is also its own water source, basically. So, I'm definitely not going to want any more water in the way than I have to deal with. I think I'll just pick up what I can here, maybe drop it off somewhere. It does occur to me I could turn my elevators into a kelp farm of sorts, back at base. Wouldn't even take that much effort too. did break a lot of kelp, didn't I? Well, I don't have to pick up everything, but you know what? This ought to give my furnaces something to do. Besides, I'm sure people like dried kelp blocks. So who knows? And you know, I think about... this is it. I think this is about it. Okay. Going up. And into the base. I'll just hang on to the 64 there. Alright. Well, that's the more difficult part about turning this into a farm. Not being able to place on magma could be a rate limiting step. But that's just fine. Can this be used as fuel? Ah. Oh well. That should be enough to go through a fair amount of that. Not gonna go through everything, but should make my life slightly easier. And it's already turning night. I guess while I'm here, I may as well get the sponges so I can start working on the water. Okay, so it was this way. Alright, just gotta search each and every one of these chests. Can't take that long, right? Note to self, I should not try to sneeze while I'm looking for stuff. It's a mild inconvenience. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Did Happy just say that? Oh. So I passed them this whole time. That's good to know. Well, Happy being back and doing stuff is probably going to help that forward. So hopefully we'll be seeing folks on the SMP soon. Quite looking forward to it, actually. After all, what's the point of conquering a world if there's no inhabitants to rule over? And unfortunately, not many people are here right now. I'm gonna get rid of these trees as well, because I wouldn't want any treason happening while I was working on the water. But then I could just blow it up. But then I wouldn't get much wood out of it, which I need for chests and all that. Don't ask me how trees can grow so close to salt water. Minecraft was not made to be realistic, no matter what people say about it. Minecraft was just not made to be realistic. And the proof of that is that all blocks are square. And this is a block gate. Almost done with the trees. Yeah, I think this is the last one, actually. And that about wraps up the whole tree harvesting process. I think you know what? I think I have more podzol in a nearby biome, so I'm not going to be too sad to see that gone. I am going to, however, pick up some saplings, because I could definitely use more wood later. Huh, there's irony. Hey squid, you're in the way. Silly squids, getting in the way of my Frostwalker enchant that I so pointlessly acquired for my netherite boots. Okay. I probably should set another portal in this area as well, so that once I've used up my sponges, I can replenish them. Let's go back up to base again. This is kind of a wasteful use of fireworks, but I got plenty of gunpowder. This is fine. Okay. Let's see. The sooner I can finish the chest section here, I feel like the less wood I'm going to need in order to complete this build. I feel like for the new applicants, I'm expecting sometime next weekend, Happy may announce the new members and whitelist them. But that's just my take on it. It's not a guarantee. Alright. We can finish this entire row of chests here, right? Can we finish this entire row of chests? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can. Okay, there's some progress made already. Alright, so we finished one row of chests now. I just need to add signs and waterlog them, and that side will be perfectly complete. You know what? Now that I've pointlessly silk touched the iron, I'll just deposit that up there. And I'm gonna get a little obsidian for this. That should be enough. And then a flint and steel. I know I keep some flint and iron in this area here. After all, I need to replenish the flint and steel supply for the bee farm. And it's about to turn nighttime. Great. Do I still have a bed up there? I can't remember. Well, I guess there's one way to find out. So the answer is no. I do not have a bed there. So, looks like I'm gonna have to just cope. Except I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do that without a shovel. Well, looks like I'm going back to bed. Good night, folks. And down we go. Imagine checking the crafting table for a bed. What kind of person would do that? You know, it does occur to me, I just beat the purpose of my going back to base. So, back to base we go. Now let's get what we originally came back for. Preferably like that with mending. But if I can't find the better shovel, definitely going to have to organize this stuff. This is a mess. It's just a regular shovel there. Yeah, I plan on making everything sorted, but it should hopefully not be that difficult. And I'll probably do it off stream. I feel like an auto sorter would only have limited effectiveness, but I haven't looked that much into it, so I can't really say much about it. Oh, so this had mending already. I just need an unbreaking book. You know what? I think I can get just that in my other base. Let's just take this with me. And here we go. Back to the cold, cold taiga. Every item in the game, huh? Well, I'd like to know how that works out, because if it does, I might be interested in that. Okay. Give me all your emeralds. This is a robbery. I'm robbing you with iron I get for free in another base. Where are all the good trades at? I hope that's enough for an Unbreaking 3 book. It just so happens I already have an Unbreaking 3 book. What am I doing? Okay. No remainders that need to be stored, so I think I'll just replenish my Ender Pearl supply if I have those here. I guess not. This is an infinity bow, so I'll probably just store those and get out of there. I am trading you the iron that I robbed for that other guy's base. The other guy that is no longer with us. Unfortunate. Oh well. Well, let's gain a little height and lose some momentum. You know, I do have an anvil up there, but it does occur to me I could just make an anvil anywhere. I have all the iron I could possibly need for it. Yeah, we ended up losing a lot of motivation, and a lot of us got busy with stuff, including me with college. so that certainly didn't help things at all. And now I have a shovel in my inventory once again. Once again in a long time on Taken SMP. That's kind of strange to think about, now that I think about it. Okay. So to start, I think I'm gonna clear the area closest to the shoreline. You know, maybe I should get some less inconvenient boots for this job. This is the one episode where I'm going to be yanked back and forth for trivial or unnecessarily complicated steps. Alright. No more Frostwalker, and thank goodness. I'm sure that would make for a funny prank on someone's base if they ever built it in the snow biome. What kind of person would do that, though? Okay. It does occur to me I should probably check the range on a sponge. Give me just a moment. Interesting. Go ahead and set the portal here. Where does this take me? So I've essentially backtracked now. Interesting sort there. You know what? This does mean I no longer have to use fireworks to get back to my base. I could just use a portal. And then it would just be a back and forth process between base and project. Okay, up the stairs we go. And night could be a problem. Okay, so the zombie was not close enough to interfere with my sleep, thankfully. back up we go. And, I should probably fix this slight mistake here. There we go. I'll have to get more copper to finish that part. But for now, I got work to do over here. And you know, I'm gonna see just how effective this is. I need to be more efficient with my shovel acquiring skills. I'm gonna test something that I was told about. What happens if I place a wet sponge in the nether? Oh. Okay. That is remarkably convenient. I'm gonna get a hoe so that I can quickly harvest these sponges. And then I'll be back in business. Now, where did I put the serious dedication at? Where did all my serious dedication go? Did I leave all my serious dedication? Where did my dedication go? Excuse me, please, bees. Yes, there is a custom recipe for bundles. If I recall right, it's some leather and a few string. Can I actually look that up? Yes, I can. There we go. That's the recipe we're using. 2 string, 6 leather. Now, if I recall right, there are also spore blossoms and skulk sensors. Huh. Well, evidently I don't have the materials for those. Well, or the recipes for that matter. To make my life easier, I think I'm just gonna craft a hoe down here. Okay, so that's where my crafting table is. I never thought I would be crafting this tool as frequently as I am. Okay. Next up, let's do this little area here. I don't want to break this block because that would cause the water sources to replenish, I'm pretty sure. feel like there's an easier way I could do this. I feel like there is a much easier way I could do this. Let's see if I'm right. Hello there. How are you? Almost at a good stopping point there. And then I'm gonna try the thing. Now, if only I had given these depth strider. How much do you want to bet I have a book of that back at base? You know what? I'm tired of flying when I don't want to. But I should remind myself to re-equip this. The less out of sight that is, the better. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this definitely goes a little faster with Depth Strider, doesn't it? You know what? I'm gonna do just that. Get Depth Strider. Let's go ahead and clean up the sponges at least. I think we at least made a little progress over there. Back to the overworld we go, and is betting I'm gonna have to sleep again. Just 'cause that's how Murphy's Law always works. Let's see. You know what, I'm gonna look up efficient methods for sponging water. Let's see here. Well, this video uses commands for that. So that's not gonna work. How to drain water quickly in Minecraft survival. Let's see. Is this video short enough? Let's see. Yeah, this is not going to work. Oh well. I'm not going to make you guys wait 11 minutes for me to go through a video. Okay. And it's turning night. Great. And I walk the opposite direction from my beds. Alright. So, I guess, yeah, I'll make a wall. I will build a wall. And you know what? Before I forget to equip my elytra, which would be problematic, because I learned from that dragon episode, I am not that fast at equipping new items. Okay. Let's just wall this off here. You know what, that's not an issue, I'll take care of that later. That is a good question. There are a lot of names that come and go on streams. You know what? I think I'll give that a try. If I find myself in combat, I right-click this. If I need to fly, I'll right-click this. It's like doing an MLG on the spot. Alright, so this should make a good starting wall, right? One, two, three. Well, that was mostly effective. I should get rid of this side, though. Can I try to pronounce a name that most people don't pronounce correctly? That is a good question. Can I? An even better question is, should I try? And will you enjoy the result? Because some people get strangely offended over the slightest of things. I definitely should try, huh? Well, that's good to know. Let's see. How many different ways can you pronounce a name? Let's see. So you're looking for the entertainment value. I know that's what I like to see. Okay, you know what? So I'm not so great with the walls. I should remember that next time I play on Hypixel. Let's see. I'm gonna grab these sponges real quick. I'm probably gonna need a lot more sand in order to... Oh, come on, my voice ain't that deep, is it? Yep, I'll just store everything in here, and then grab the items I want from there. Okay. Never leave home without a bucket. You know what? Maybe I should just leave this up here. I should have the sponges on me at all times while I'm working with water on this scale. How far does the sponge reach again? I need to see. Okay, so maybe I need to move it a little more to the left. Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay, let's move this a little more to the left. Maybe I better make it to the left. Alright, and now I'm going to do a little digging. You know, it just occurred to me. I am missing a vitally important item for when it turns night. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of sand. Because trying to make a wall in water without sand is kind of an annoyance. And well, it looks like I'm gonna have to do this in the middle of the night. Okay. That should be enough sand for a little wall. So, let's make a little wall here. And try not to fall in the water in the process. That is an interesting question. I have an even better one. Why do people watch that? And seriously, why do I get some of the worst ads for some of those? Oh, squid getting in the way here. And I have no arrows. Well, I'd say there are better ways of entertaining oneself, like video games, but to each their own. I'm not particularly a fan of it, in all honesty, but I'm not really that much against it. Bruh. Water, water everywhere, yet not where I want it. So I'm using sponges to get rid of all of it. Well, I made some decent headway that time. I really should have cleared this area, though. Okay. Okay, so I've cleared some of this area out already. think I'll pass, but thank you. Back up I go. Annoy. Hello there, Avatar. How are you? Okay. Not as well as I'd hoped, but I'm getting by. It's nice to see you're doing well, Avatar. Oh, no kidding. Maybe I should check that. 5 watching. Well, that's better than I usually do, not gonna lie. Oddly enough, I get better viewer counts with Roblox, but this is fine. So I'm slightly curious what has you guys interested in this stream. Is it the bad water pun I made? It's probably not that, but I just have to ask. Okay, I've almost finished getting my sponges back. I think I'll now just go ahead and... You know what? That's fair enough, Avatar. Huh, I'm missing a sponge. Oh, there it is. Problem solved. You know what? I think before I replenish my sponges, let's finish up the wall. Wow, okay. Works for me. Okay, so maybe I should use more puns in my videos more often. Maybe that's how. Maybe that's how this world-conquering cyborg is gonna get a little more attention. Tss. Okay. Okay. I'll let that clear up on its own. Clickbait through puns. A brilliant idea. Why did I never think of this sooner? Probably don't need to go more than 1 or 2 chunks away from the slime chunk. So maybe I won't be clearing an entire ocean, thankfully. But this is definitely going to be quite a task nonetheless. I'm just partly curious, how many people still play Among Us on this stream? Or at all? Ah yes, like I've said, I think at the start of this stream, I found this slime chunk here earlier, or so I thought it was a slime chunk, but all the slimes kept spawning nearby instead of inside this chunk. So what I'm trying to figure out is which of the nearby chunks the slimes are spawning in. But to do that, I'm going to need to do a little digging, and that's going to be a little tricky with the water in the way. So, that's why I'm clearing out an ocean, or at least a specific area of the ocean here. Yeah, that is kind of the sad thing about Among Us in public lobbies. And you know, it occurs to me I just left a sponge behind somewhere. Where did I leave my sponge? Oh, there's the sponge. Out of my way, squid. I got sponges to rescue and water to drain from them. Now I'm pretty sure none of these sponges are named Bob. Contrary to popular belief, there is no such sponge named Bob. My favorite game. You know, that kind of tended to vary. But I'll be honest, I enjoy playing Minecraft most, probably. Gives me the most creative freedom, and when I want action, I can always just go onto a server or something. You know, there is a squid named Squidward, and he lives in outer space. At least until Iron Man snapped him. Lag causes some weird things to happen sometimes. Oh. Well, outside of Minecraft and Roblox, I don't know what to pick. There are some other good games I play. Admittedly, some mobile games. Yeah, I know you gamers won't like that. But you know, let me think of a Nintendo game, perhaps. You know, it's kind of hard to think while I'm digging all this sand. So maybe I should start placing this sand. Alright. Actually, a game called Drive Ahead is not the best mobile game I've ever seen, but certainly fun. Probably not something I'll ever record for, though. Now, I don't think I've ever played a game like Battlefield. And I don't think I'll play Battlefield either. Sometimes I do play Among Us as well. Generally on mobile, though. I have not touched the PC version much. Okay, so might leave it at one chunk away, but you know, it might be possible to do a little more area than that. You know what? I'm gonna check something. Okay. So it does occur to me that this is possibly a waste of time, and I just use sponges for nothing. But you know what? I'm going to clear a little more ocean area, since that is the point of this stream. And it's almost night again. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna get a skeleton or a creeper to spawn on my wall and mess with my entire build. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that name appears in plenty other places too, but I wouldn't know much about anime. Anyways. Why does my stream chat even talk about that anyway? What the heck? Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Surely this could solve all my problems right here, right? And yeah, to answer that question, it's not a big deal. Back up I go. Grabbing the sponges. Can't go without the sponges. Oh, really? Well, hello there, Tab. How are you? Oh gosh, YouTube does emojis automatically now, huh? Wow. Anyways, hello there, Tab. How are you? I'm sure all the people who saw my coordinates this stream are taking notes. So let's see here. This is the chunk I thought was the slime chunk. And this area here is where I recently saw slime spawning. And not gonna lie, having a little distance is not going to be that bad, actually. Sure, good luck taking all of the beds. Speaking of beds, did you see the manhunt from George's perspective? That one was actually kind of fun. But long story short, mute for 10 seconds if you do not want spoilers. Dream has a fake bed. Oh, my stream was recommended to you, huh? Well, at any rate, thanks for coming. Certainly appreciate having more folks here. Let's see if I can just masterfully get rid of this water in this area. Alright, close enough. You're here from the Taken SMP Discord. Well, guess what? I'm from the Taken SMP Discord too. Personally, why have a preference? They're both good. But I guess if I had to pick, I'd pick techno. I probably should have killed that creeper for gunpowder, but yeah, well. Oh, probably, huh? Well, I guess I'll probably check the subscriber count later. I'll be honest, I don't know whether or not Dream cheated, but whether he cheated or not, he's still entertaining to watch. And I don't watch him for speedruns. Against making super good farms on Taken? Good question. Do your farms happen to include lag? Though I'll be honest, I doubt there's even a rule against that. But anyways. Well, that's fair enough. And, no, I do not have a creeper farm yet, though I really should make one. Huh. Why, hello there, buddy. Are you ready to die? Bro, you just lag dodged that. Come on. Alright. First try. And, no damage. You know what? I'm gonna fly my way there. And do a good job of not forgetting to put my elytra on before I jump off a sky-high base. Do I know that there is a builder named Bob? I actually do, and he's not a sponge. Thankfully. But I do hear that he can fix basically anything. If only he could fix world hunger too. That would be something. Okay. That should be enough sand to finish that wall. Okay. How did I manage to finish that wall? You know, I'm not gonna ask questions, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, so I did get all 64 of the sponges. You know what this ocean needs? Needs more sand. Maybe just 2 cubic tons will do. Just a little pile right over here, maybe 2 cubic tons. I'm not sure just how much sand that is, but I suppose it's a lot. And to answer that question, no, I have not played any of the Dark Souls games, nor have I played Elden Ring. Though I did play maybe a couple Souls-like games on Roblox. Closest of which probably being Tales from the Valley. As gameplay I remember fondly, and a community I don't remember fondly. There's a reason I stopped playing after a while, besides the fact that it's a dead game at this point. Yeah, some of the game designers on Roblox make Souls-like games. I think a recent one I've played that is sorta like it, I guess, would be a game called Verdant Moon. I don't think it's exactly Souls-like, or as Souls-like as Tales from the Valley was, but I'm pretty sure the combat does resemble Dark Souls to some extent. Should you? Good question. I have an even better question. Why would you want to? Imagine spying on a spy to get... Anyways. Now that there's a little less kelp in my way, maybe I should get started on this second chunk of sand here. Excuse me, water. You know what? I would not be surprised if the stream was lagging. Considering everything that's going on, I would not be surprised if the stream was lagging. Do I know socks for one? Oh gosh. I stopped subscribing after a while. Let's just say that. He was funny up to a point, and then it just got redundant. Didn't help that Among Us was also getting redundant at that point. Yeah, I'm pretty confident the stream is lagging on my end. Ah well. Well, if it helps on the stream, there is this button that says live. It's near the speaker in the play bar. Should help you catch up to the stream, hopefully. And one final recommendation is not to use YouTube's auto video quality, because, let's face it, auto quality is awful. In case you missed it, Socks does have some fun content, and if you like it, I'm not gonna say don't watch it, but it did get redundant for me after a while. I'll just say that. imagine that kind of happened to a bunch of YouTubers. Part of me did consider recording Among Us, but it does get old after a while. Hello there, Polds. How are you? Yeah, I won't lie, this chat got kinda sus real fast. Among Us is definitely a fun game, in my opinion. But a lot of the content recorded on it got redundant after a while. But there are some good videos on it that I watch every once in a while, maybe. And yes, I am draining out a part of an ocean so that I can find the slime chunks that I've been having within a certain area near the area that I thought was a slime chunk. That being this area over here. An area that I used a TNT duper to blow my way through. And it did not work out as hoped. Slimes did indeed spawn in that area, until I tried to turn it into a slime farm. Yeah, that's what I recall. Under y equals 40. So, y equals 39 should spawn slimes. And it does occur to me, I should probably make this one block lower, perhaps. But you know what? That can wait for another time. Alright. I'm sure you guys are taking lots of notes on some very important details. But don't worry, they won't be as important as you might hope. Okay. So that part of the water does regenerate a little quickly. I should probably do something about that. You know what? Why don't I use the materials that are already readily available to me? I thought I heard a skeleton for a moment. Probably nothing to be worried about. should give me a little more fireworks stuff later on, when I'm not too busy draining ocean water. I am overthinking this. I should just place sponges until I get the water out of here. Okay. Guess we need to go deeper. Not quite to the nether yet, but we do need to go deeper. Okay. Let's see how many dry sponges we still have. Language do be a thing on this stream, it seems. Oh boy. Okay, someday I am going to be able to place sponges without lagging. Okay, so only one of those sponges did not get wet. I think that's the idea, Avatar. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we do have 16 sponges left. But you know what? I'm gonna get all 64 before I continue. That is assuming I still have internet at this point. That is quite interesting to look at, I won't lie. Oh, that's a thing. We appear to be experiencing some technical difficulties. Huh, hi skeleton, how are you? A, I'm not going to show the IP. B, it wouldn't really matter. It's a whitelist server. Not sure I'm going to be able to get back anytime soon. Let's see. Let's find out if this is working. Evidently not. We are still a little laggy. Wet sponges in the nether, not drying off. A most interesting sight to see before I get disconnected. Yeah, I think while I'm lagging, I'm going to see something real quick. Hey, no worries. Thanks for coming to the stream. You know what? I think maybe now might be a good time to end the stream, because it only seems like it's going to get more laggy from here. Well, before I end this stream, though, 2 Discord links in the description. One for Taken SMP, the other for my YouTube Discord. At any rate, thanks for watching, and see y'all next time. Adios.